Hey guys, this is Brits Bollywood. I'm Asad, as you know, and I don't know how to define him actually. I've actually seen them in their studio in Juhu. Well, Santa Cruz actually, I would say, on the corner. And they're dear brothers of mine. The other brother's still in India, but I've got Salim in the house. Hello, Salim.
Yes.
How's it going?
Very good.
First of all, you know, this London is like home for you.
Yeah.
You got your training here.
I didn't really come to London to study, but I did a correspondence course with Trinity.
Sure.
But yes, I love it, and you know, I love the music, the culture.
This is a big step forward. I mean, we're going to talk about your concept first. How did this come about? What is the concept? Because this is the first for you, especially in the UK.
Yeah, this was always, this has been a dream for a long time now, and you know, for the past 2-3 years, there's always been a kind of a thing from our fans that, you know, that why are you guys not performing?
Yeah,
why aren't you playing? Why aren't you doing this? And I always said to Suleiman that, you know, we have to do it right. And we can't just like go out and do our songs
just do
and, you know, whatever.
Yeah.
Because our songs have always been a great experience for us, you know, because when we listen to them, we feel fantastic. Even the songs we've done 7-8 years ago. So, like when we give it back to our fans, it has to be fantastic, you know. And so we took our time, and we actually kicked it off a couple of months ago in America, and we had great success with it. And we had a lot of, you know, we had fabulous musicians and great team and stuff like that. And at that point, this company called Global Arts and Entertainment had approached us, and I was like, listen, the timing is fantastic. We're going to be going in the US, and they actually came to the United States to see our concerts, and they loved it. And so here we are, like on July 15th at Apollo Hammersmith, and
there's Leicester as well
at De Montfort on the 14th.
Okay, guys, remember those dates. I'm going to be there, I can promise you. So if that's even a perk, so we can have like 2 in 1. Anyway,
and let me continue. The thing is, of course, these songs, you know, like Rab Ne Bana Di Jodi, songs from Rab Ne Bana Di, like Hole Hole and Tujh Mein Rab Dikhta Hai, and Dance Pe Chance, and then we have fashion like Mar Jawa and Kuch Khas Hai, and Fashion Ka Jalwa, and Band Baja Barat, Evi Evi Lut Gaya, Shukran Allah, Qurban Hua, Ali Maula. All these songs, you know, Eh Khuda. I mean, all these songs are just like, you know, they've been, I mean, I should thank all my fans that, you know, they've become massive hits because of all of you. And so we always wanted to do them in the right way, in the right spirit. And they have a bit of orchestra, they have a, you know, a nice...
so you've got the whole band coming and you know,
so yeah, we have a fabulous band. A lot of musicians who are traveling with us have actually played on the record.
So how many in total? How many, on the stage, how many people are going to be there?
About 18.
Wow.
Yes.
See, he's putting John Williams to shame here now.
No. Con Williams.
Con Williams.
Well, I can just say one thing. We're also collaborating with the Urban Soul Orchestra, which is...
Is there going to be any fusion in there, by the way, with all your own songs?
No, they are basically most of them are
Bollywood songs.
90%, 98% of our own songs. And then we are doing a couple of oldies, you know, just a tribute to Devanand Sahab and Shammi Kapoor ji. And I may do a couple of songs from Rahman's, you know, because I really love Aaja Main Hawaon, the song from Yuvraj, and Kaise Mujhe. And since we have Benny Dayal traveling with us.
He's a fantastic singer. So.
Exactly. So we will have him do that. And we also
You never give yourself enough credit as a singer.
Well, you know, I always feel like, you know, I'm also a composer. I'm first a composer, and I'm a musician and a songwriter. And so there's a lot of, you know, love for other singers as well. Because I was always a songwriter. I really wanted
to ask this. There's a trend in Bollywood now that most composers are also singing. Whether it's the, you know, the other Vishal Shekhar or Shankar Mahadevan. And in old days, I'm talking about the 90s and 80s and before, they never used to sing.
Yeah, I think, you know, back in the day we had, obviously we had...
Is it because of training that these people...
Lata Mangeshkar ji, Asha Bhosle, we had Mohammad Rafi, Kishore Kumar, and it ended there. A little bit of Manna De Saab and, you know, Bhupi, and that's it. But what's been happening is, you know, the world has opened out to different voices these days. And it's opened out to newer textures and newer ideas and newer different types of songs. I'll tell you my experience. When I composed Ali Maula and I sang it, Karan Johar, who's the producer of Qurban, he said, you know what, I don't want any... And at that point, I had Ustad Rashid Khan in my mind. Get him to sing the song. And he's a fabulous singer. He's one of the best we have right now. But he said, said to me that, Salim, the feeling and the expression you're getting and the dedication and the, the energy you bring in Ali Maula, I don't think I want to replace that with any other voice. He may or she may be a great singer, but I want to keep your voice. And I was like, wow, I felt touched. I felt happy, that a producer gives you that
Absolutely.
kind of,
Bit of knowledge for the audience. How does one determine as a music director which voice goes with which actor? How do you, as a music composer, determine that?
Firstly, knowledge for cinema is first important thing. You have to understand that when you make songs for movies, you have to understand what cinema is. And then with playback singing, it's a different ball game. Like you have an actor, who has a certain kind of personality, and then you have to choose the singers according to the actor and the story as well. You probably may not find that with my work because I'm very particular about that, and I go to
extra length.
I go to town to make sure that.
And I'm seeing them at work. Trust me.
I don't make these kind of choices because sometimes we have so many singers and
Which actors have you sang for? So there's Saif Ali Khan in Qurban.
It's been Shahid Kapoor. There's been Saif Ali Khan. There's been. Most of my songs have been background, quite honestly.
Yeah, of course. And I've just noted, I was going to say that. Even Qurban was a background song.
I did for Ranveer, like Avi Avi Lut Gaya is me, obviously. And then Jigar Da Tukda as well. That's again Ranveer sings. Recently I did Kavara for Madhavan as well. Which was kind of odd, and which is a little odd. But then I don't know if you've seen the video where I did the video with me as well, singing that song. So yeah, I mean, you have to mix it out.
Now I want to mention a film which I actually, every time I watch it, I don't think the success of it won't be possible without you. And this is a lovely film called Bhoot. When they talk about a horror genre, it's always about the background music, that kind of atmosphere that you create.
Yes.
How did that change your career?
Well, honestly, that was one of my most difficult films I did as a soundtrack. And firstly, working with Ram Gopal Verma was scary again, because he's incredibly talented and made a film.
He knows what he wants.
He knows what he wants. He made a great film. He had edited the film for 2 months, and he was waiting to find a composer who could have done this.
Wow.
And honestly, I don't like horror films. Like I do get scared of horror films.
Okay.
I felt like I was, watching the film and I was scared to death, and then I had to create that same feeling as an audience, but I had to create that as a composer, right? So so it worked for the movie and it worked for me. I must say one thing: everybody knows where to do music, but where not to do is the actual trick. Is the key. That's why in classical music we have rests for silences, and silences actually make a lot of good scores.
Absolutely
better.
Okay, now just for my audience, if you want them to come and watch your concert, I need you to just sing for me right now. That was brilliant. I don't think anyone's ever done any, and that was the most catalytic reaction I've had faced in my entire life, because it was like this. Any special message for your audience out there?
We make music with a lot of love and passion for you guys. We expect you to enjoy it and come and see us on 15th and 14th of July, 14th in Leicester, 15th in London at Apollo Hammersmith. See you there.
Thank you so much.
See you.
And as always, it was a pleasure.